Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel. Can you see my breath? It is like 8 a.m. It is very cold outside, but it's quiet out here. My kids have Bluey on and they're playing, and so it's just easier to hear me if I stand outside. It is a very crisp morning here in January, and it's been a little while since I've done a weekly or daily vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a daily Saturday in our life vlog. I have this is one of my favorites, if not my favorite Disney design that I have in my shop. I just love the color of this sweatshirt, and it's this fleece. It's like such a good sweatshirt. Anyway, also we just launched a whole bunch of new garments, and Valentine's Day is launching probably today or tomorrow, so it will be live by the time this video goes up. Just so many exciting things going on over there. Anyway, back to today. My friend Angela and her family, her husband and 3 kids, are coming over for brunch today around 10. So it's 8 a.m. now. Riley and I cooked everything last night. We made an egg casserole, a hash brown casserole. The only thing I haven't done, cinnamon rolls. The only thing I haven't done is wash and cut up some berries. Gosh, it's cold out here. It's so cold. Obviously, I haven't gotten myself together yet. I'm like wearing comfies, and I actually just looked in the mirror before I turned on the camera because I'm like, yikes. I need to repaint these 2 fingers. I got this at-home gel kit I'll talk about, and it works super, super well. But when I do dishes for a long time, I find that these 2 fingers struggle, I guess because it's my dominant hand. Anyway, welcome to our chilly, cozy January Saturday. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope you've been doing well since we last spoke. And I'm gonna go inside because it's straight up freezing out here. Our pool is frozen over. Our pool pump exploded. Exploded is a bit dramatic, but kind of did. Like, it just stopped working. Look at this. Our pool is completely frozen over. And they can't do anything about it until the whole pool thaws. So good times. Pool ownership, good times. Look, completely frozen over. Riley was trying to throw the tennis balls on to see if it would crack, and the ice is so thick that it won't crack. So we have the newest addition to our family is an ice skating rink. Oh my gosh, okay. All right, well, but it is a beautiful winter morning, but it's too cold for me. All the food here that needs to be cooked is sitting out. This is why I went outside to do a little intro. What, honey? What do you need? Oh, the train track? You can't do the train track. No. Okay, let me finish this and then I'll come help you, okay? I can't do that. You can't? No. Okay. Why do you help me? You want me to help you? I'll help you. Let me just do what I'm doing real quick, okay? Here's all the food that needs to be cooked. So here are all the cinnamon rolls that I made last night, and they will sit out here for an hour before I bake them to just kind of come to temperature. I did let them do probably half of a second rise last night. And then this is the Copycat Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole. And if you know, you know, it's so, so good. And Angela and I, when we were in college, we would go to Cracker Barrel once a week, usually like every Thursday. And we both like love this. So I'm making this mostly for her, but we will all enjoy it. It's a good breakfast dish. And then this is the egg casserole that I make all the time. And then I actually made, I don't always do this, but I actually made the cinnamon roll icing ahead of time. I'm just gonna let that warm up. And then when they come out of the oven, they'll be warm. So even though that's been in the fridge, when I put it on there, obviously it will melt and be delicious. So it's like 8:30 now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in right around 9 and let them cook. I think they take about 20 to 25 minutes, the cinnamon rolls do. Then I'll take them out, and then these both take like 45 minutes, but if I put them both in at the same time, it'll probably take closer to an hour, and that way everything will be done by like 10:15 or so. So a few minutes after they arrive, everything will be hot and ready. So that's that. I have a lot of new furniture to show you. I feel like it's been a while. There's like a lot I got to show you, so let me get to showing. Okay, so first of all, we got this gorgeous round table. It just got here within the past week or so. And these black chairs. And this rug is hard to photograph, but it's a textured jute rug. it's really soft to the foot, which I really like. I don't like rugs that are rough, but it's really pretty. I love texture, so it adds like some texture. Here's what the base of the table looks like. I should go so that you're not backlit, but it is just beautiful. I love the finish of it. I have always wanted a round table. So we got 6 of the black chairs here, and this table can actually seat 8, but 6 is the most comfortable. So we're gonna get 2 more chairs. You can see like there's a spot right there for a chair. Like you could definitely shift and make 8.
Mommy, where can I put this glue?
In the laundry room, please. So we're gonna go ahead and get 2 more chairs so that we can fit 8, but I think day to day we'll probably just leave it here with the 6. The chairs are from Target. They came in sets of 2. I felt like they were a really good price. I love the look of a fabric chair, but with little kids. And just for durability's sake, I did not want any fabric. I have 2 little kids, I mean, you know. And then, here, I'll show you the base and the better lighting. So pretty. The color of this finish is called Honey. So this table was a pretty penny. This is from Arhaus, Arhaus. And it's actually really cute because when Riley and I were dating and I lived in Austin, we used to walk around this shopping center that had an Arhaus in it. And we would walk through it and be like, oh, maybe one day we could get something from here because it's just as beautiful, beautiful stuff. And we did. When we were shopping for a table, I knew that we had been saving for like 6 months ever since we moved into this house to get like exactly the table that we would want in here, because I want something that we can keep for 30 years. Like I just wanted something that was really solid and awesome, and this is, and it's exactly what I was hoping for. So really love this. Now, the wet bar is currently like storage unit extraordinaire, so we need to work on that. But we actually just had a meeting with our kitchen contractor, and when he redoes the kitchen, he also will redo the wet bar, so that will get done. Looking for some art for this wall. I have a few ideas, haven't settled on anything yet. Also, obviously, this 1994 chandelier needs to go. So I've been looking at a lot of different light fixtures and trying to figure out exactly what I would like in this space. And then we have this that's still over here. This was originally like a kid's play nook. And I'll show you what we ended up doing with the toys here in a second. So this, hi Charlie Bear, hi. So this, I think I'm gonna pop into one of the kids' closets. They have really big closets, so it's plenty of space to put that, maybe even vertical, and that's some good storage for them. So this is our little dining nook coming together. Like I said, we're gonna freshen up the wet bar. We're gonna do a new chandelier. I want a big vase, like a painted terracotta, like textured vase in the middle here with like maybe some sprigs of something coming out of it, some art. And then as far as the, let me close them, otherwise it'll be so backlit, it will be hard to see. I was folding laundry here yesterday, which is why there's a laundry. So if you've been around, you know that when we had the whole entire house painted before we moved in, because it was a variety of colors, this home was. This was wallpaper, wild wallpaper. I actually really liked that. It was like dark teal, which I really like. Dark teal, it's like my favorite color, but the wallpaper had to go. So anyway, when we were looking and everything was painted colors, our painting guy was like, oh, well, you could save a lot of money by not painting the plantation shutters because they are white and they looked white against everything else. But now that we have actual white paint, they are dingy and creamy. But once we put this table in here, I decided, I think I want to pull out the plantation shutters. I know that that's like heresy to some people. I absolutely love plantation shutters, but I think what I want to do is put like all the way across big, tall, like maybe velvet, like maybe like olive green or like a taupe colored, like something that has a little bit of drama, because since there's no fabric at all except for this, which isn't even that fabric-y because it's kind of like a woven texture, it just feels like a little stark in here. So I think I want to do something to like soften it up, some big drapes, and then I think I want to take them out because when you open, they all can open up. You don't, like, you can actually pull the plantation shutters out. Okay, Nora. There's just so much light So I don't know, considering. I do think a piece of furniture over here would be great. Haven't decided what yet. So anyway, we are on our way in this area. It's a big improvement from what it was when we moved in, but we still have, you know, quite a bit to go. But I am in love with this table forever and always. I truly love it. It's exactly what I was hoping for in this space. I love round tables. I love that you can sit and play cards. I love that you can see everybody at the table when you're eating. I just simply love it. And so I'm really excited about it. So I will keep you guys updated as we do other pieces of the puzzle in here. Oh, great idea. Okay, big helper Nor is folding up blankies. This we pulled out originally because my sister was coming with her newborn for Christmas and we had it saved. It's literally in perfect condition from our kids. And so we were like, let's pull it out so that baby Paige can sleep in it. But then Allie didn't end up coming. So it's sitting out. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm waiting for somebody to bite. We are. Nora and I are about to go on a mommy-daughter trip to see Aunt Allie. So that's why that's out. I was hoping it would sell more quickly, but it hasn't. I think I need to list it in more places, but whatever. So, okay, these are our new toy solution, and they have been so fantastic. That would be amazing, Nora, if you could show. Okay, so in this one, we have all of Nora's dollhouse furniture. These are all of her characters. We have everything from like Peppa to Bluey.
And we have Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, all the characters. The vehicles go in here. This is the airplane that she got for Christmas. And then this is, well, it's supposed to be all the little people.
And there's Bingo.
And Bingo, but it seems a little bit jostled up, but that's fine. Basically, these two are like dollhouse figurines and whatever, and then her dollhouse is right here. And that thing gets played with more than virtually any other toy in our house.
I'm going to show you what else is in here.
Okay, show us what else.
This one is Colin.
This one is Colin, so he has his, what down here?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, and then his cars.
Cars from our old house.
Okay, so...
And then this is only for me and Mommy to do.
Yeah, this is like parental supervision section. Well, the magnet tiles aren't, but all the top row is. It's a bunch of puzzles and little games and things like that.
But here are the magnet tiles.
Yeah, the magnet tiles. So these are 3 separate units, and I just bought 3 of them because I wanted it to be, this wall that is pretty large, so I wanted it to be pretty huge. And then we just put the train track stuff in this little basket because that gets played with a lot. And that is all, those are all the toys that we have in the whole entire house. Every single other thing has been sold or donated or gotten rid of in some other way because I can't manage, and they certainly can't manage more than that. So that's all they have. And let me tell you, these kids want for nothing. They have plenty of things to play with. So we were building tracks last night. That's why all this is out. The dollhouse gets played with a ton. And the pickler triangle with the this board gets played with a lot and set up in a variety of different ways. Yesterday it was set up like a doctor's office. It's always set up some way. So these, I will link, you could get as many as you wanted. You could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you wanted. You can see that they're all separate, but they really look nice. They really look all together. And then Riley and my dad, when he was here for Christmas, mounted the TV. So I think it looks really good. So we've got like this little motif going on. I've been looking at couches, but haven't decided on anything. We have this circle table up there. Like, this house is really starting to feel like us, isn't it, Nora? She is such a good helper. Thank you for folding all the blankets. Oh.
What are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just gonna show them this.
That?
Both of them.
Oh. It's my favorite part of the house right here.
It smells so good in here, doesn't it? The cereals. I just wanted to show this. We are going, Nora and I are taking our first mommy-daughter trip to go see my sister, her husband, and their 3 kids, and especially to meet the brand new baby. So excited to meet her. And then I am also doing this challenge from Ashley Rose Reeves on Instagram. She's on TikTok, she's everywhere. But I really like this printable, so I'll link to her account. You have to like go in and put in your email address and then it gets emailed to you, I think. But I'm not doing it in order. I'm just gonna do all of these things over the course of this year, hopefully over the course of the winter. But it's just every part of your house, and you go through and organize and declutter, and I've been sharing a lot of it on my Instagram stories for my subscribers. I'm about to declutter you. One of the areas on that list was command center, and so that's basically this hutch, which look how organized it is. We usually call it the hutch of nightmares.
Sticks in here?
No, cinnamon rolls are in there. But it's like the hutch of dreams right now. So up top, I have extra paper, like computer paper and construction paper and extra cardstock, all the kinds of paper. And then extra medicine is up there. And the dish towels are all in the wash right now, but that's normally where they go. And then craft supplies, hair prep stuff for Nor. These are coloring books and sketchbooks. These are all of Nora's school workbooks that we're working through, Nora's school curriculum that we're working through. And then down here we just have like a pencil sharpener, some tape. We keep the kids' tablets in there so that we can control them. Some of the remotes are here, and then we just have, I don't know what all these dots are. Some people have said it's like a smoker's thing, but I don't think so. I think it was like some kind of appliance that like dripped oil or something. Maybe like a, I don't know. I guess it could be a smoker's thing, but I have like a basset hound nose, and this house has never smelled like smoke to me. So I don't think that they were smokers, but who knows. And then we just have our laptops and some mail that we need to like attend to. So this has actually been super functional. I cut out all of these on my Cricut, which has been great. It's just helpful for everyone, me, our babysitter, Riley. The kids can't read yet, but just for everything to have a place seems to work so well for us. So this has gotten so much better. This has been a project. Well, this was like a whole day project. It took several hours. It was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. I think I have a picture of what it was like before I can enter here, but now it's so pretty and you know, functional. So we've got that going for us. Oh, and in the mail, I just got this. I like to put some oil on my ends after I blow dry and curl it. And I needed some more. The one that I had was just not, it's a scalp oil, the one that I had, and it's a great scalp oil, but I needed something that was for hair. So I'm trying this. It's like the mini size, but a little goes a long way. So I'll have to let you know what I think, but it has really, really good reviews. So I'm hoping that I will love it. Never looked better. Truly never looked better. I am feeding my starter right now. And I have enjoyed sourdough so much. I continue to bake 2 loaves a week, every week. So here's my most recent loaf. So pretty. The crumb, it wasn't as open as some. I don't think I let it ferment as long as others. Here's the thing with sourdough. I want to do a whole video on it. Sourdough is not fragile or delicate or finicky. Sourdough is a hearty way of bread making that has been around for thousands of years, and at least hundreds of years, but I'm pretty sure thousands. It's been around for a super long time. And back in the day, it wasn't about like artisan loaves. It was about getting bread, some food on the table, you know? So when you think about that, like it is just, it's really hard to kill your sourdough starter. It's really hard to mess up the dough so bad that you can't even make anything with it. Definitely can't, like, I mean, it's just not, now that I've been doing it for a few months, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just, like, I'm just gonna tell you a secret. I don't even measure out my starter. I just go by feel. So I'm just sitting here, I added some water. It's a little bit loose. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. Like, it's just not as, it's much more of an art form, and it's just not finicky. So if you've been nervous because you're like, I'm not very good at baking, you would probably be great at sourdough. It's a lot of like going by the feel of things and the texture of things, and the measurements are there, but, okay, sorry, my battery died. The measurements are there, and obviously, like, there are people who will highly disagree with me, but I have done it like this for months, and it's just like great. So this is like the consistency I'm looking for. Kind of like a thick pancake batter, so I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. I have let mine ferment on the counter in the fridge for a couple of days for a shorter amount of time. I've used my starter when it's most active. I've used my starter once it's fallen and it's less active. I've done it like every way you're supposed to do it and every way you're not supposed to do it, and we have fresh, delicious bread every single time. So take that with, you know, a grain of salt or whatever, but I'm just telling you that it's not as fussy as a lot of people make it out to be. Now, if you're trying to do artisan sourdough loaves, of course, I'm not. I just want some fresh bread that's not full of weird chemicals and stuff for my family, and I'm getting that every week. So I'm gonna toss that in the sink. I have my little jar bonnet from Honey Homemaking Co. I will link her below. She is where I got my dehydrated starter from, and it's been amazing. It's like 11 years old, I think. So an established starter makes a really big difference. So I'm just gonna set this out on the counter and let it activate throughout the day today. It's cold outside, so it will take probably quite a few hours. And then hopefully by this evening, I can go ahead and make a couple of loaves, because we have this loaf, and then I've never done this before. I'll have to show you. Tonight for dinner, I divided it into 4 small bowls. Usually I do 1 big loaf because I want to, it feels like it has a good spring to it. What I'm gonna do is bake these 4 little ones. I have 4 of them. And then I'm gonna cut them open and use them as bread bowls because I'm making homemade broccoli cheddar soup tonight.
I'm taking out pictures
You are?
with Daddy's phone.
Oh, you're taking pictures with Daddy's phone? So I'm gonna try doing that tonight. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but I've never done like mini loaves like that, so I'll have to show you tonight when I do it. But once that's done and this is gone, then we're done for the week. And so that way by like Monday morning, we will be ready to like bake a fresh loaf. So that's what I'm doing on the sourdough front. Still very, very into it. I got one of these, I think it's called a Danish whisk. Can you see it? Oh yeah, can you see it? There you go. It's really good for incorporating the dough. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, I have given my starter away to 2 or 3 people, like in real life. I don't have a dehydrator, but I've just given them some of my active starter, and all 3 of them have had complete success. And they all 3 have said to me, I've been wanting to do sourdough, but I haven't because I was so intimidated, which was exactly my experience personally. And I said, that was my experience personally, but I'm telling you, it's not that hard. It's not that complicated. All it really takes is time. It's not hard. You mix it all up, you kind of move the dough around, and then you let it sit. And some people don't even do all the kneading and stretch and folds and stuff, and it still turns out fine. So just saying, if you want to do it in 2024. I will link where I got my sourdough starter, where I got my jar bonnet from. If you have a friend, you know, local to you that you can get some starter from, just do that. But I didn't have that, and I wanted an established starter rather than making my own, because I've heard that, I don't know for sure because I've never done it the other way, but I've heard that the success of your bread oftentimes is dependent on the maturity of your starter. And so I would rather have an 11-year-old starter to start with rather than a brand new one. All right, I'm gonna go get myself together, even though it's just my best friend, like she does not care. I'm in like leopard print little sleepies pajamas, so it's time for me to get together. And the cinnamon rolls are going to be done in 3 minutes, so I'll pull them out and ice them, and then I'll go wash my face and brush my teeth and put on some clothes that aren't pajamas and all that kind of thing. It feels good to be back. Just chatting away to the camera in, oh gosh, in the cabinet. I wish that you could smell. Our whole house smells. You know what it smells like? IKEA, because IKEA always has cinnamon rolls cooking. That delicious, warm, cozy, sweet smell. Okay, so those are done. Now I'm gonna pop the hash brown casserole and the egg casserole in the oven for about an hour, and then by that point they should be just about here and we can eat. So I'm gonna go get dressed and then cut up some berries, and then we'll be all set to go. Okay, I'm vlogging today, is that okay?
I'm ready.
All right.
Hey everyone!
Everyone loved you the last time when we went to that aquarium.
Well,
that
here I am.
aquarium.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right appropriate description.
Yeah, just a tank with various animals.
And hoses flying
Hoses were
wildly.
Hoses were flying all over our feet and strollers, actually.
All over everyone. Blair has prepared a fabulous brunch, which is so cute and sweet, 'cause she's the best hostess.
Well, we're just so excited. This is my dream. I can't wait to be a grandma and just cook all the time. This is all I want to do.
Thrive.
I really am. It's
You
just
will
have
thrive.
people over all the time and cook. So we have all these precious children eating. They're growling. And I'll show you this is our first meal at our new table.
Oh, yay!
I know, I'm so glad you get
What's
to be
the
here
word?
for it. Christening.
Christening.
Yep, christening.
There you go.
Apparently most of the people got into.
Okay, so here's all the food.
Oh,
I put all the condiments on this tray because I didn't know what anybody would want. And if you know, you know.
Choose your condiments.
If you know, you know. We got this because Riley made homemade biscuits.
I definitely
Cinnamon
don't
rolls.
know.
This I used white cheddar. That's not white.
Is that for the microphone or is that to give
Whataburger.
your phone personality, the little hair on top?
It's for the microphone.
Okay.
It's called a pop filter.
Nice.
Sam, it feels like you maybe need to have a YouTube channel.
Pop, lock, and drop it filter.
Okay.
I'm trying to give everybody else a chance out there.
Oh, well, that's true. All right, so let's eat. Well, our friends just left and we just pretty much cleared off our table. This table was so fantastic. It was super fun to sit here and eat brunch or any meal for the first time. I just picked up the playroom a little bit just so it wouldn't be, well, it's not really a playroom, it's just this general area. There were just toys everywhere as far as the eye could see. So I picked those up and the kids helped. So now there's just a handful of things out, a lot better. We still have the fire going. I'm about to post up in this chair and read by the fire and chill with my family. Riley is wiping down the kitchen after we cooked all that food. What did you think of it?
Everything was so good. I think my favorite was the hash brown casserole.
Yeah, the hash brown casserole was incredible. I will definitely leave a link to it below. It's super easy. I made it last night and put it in the fridge and then just did it for like an hour this morning. So easy. And really goes well with the egg casserole. So I'll link all those recipes below if you're interested. Let's check on my starter. Oh, it's definitely activating. It was like down here. Now it's up to here. But it's not all the way. So, did you? He always cleans our frother with dish soap, and I always think there's somebody left milk foam in there. Also, let me set you up here on my newly organized hutch that's not so nightmarish as it once was. I'm kind of tilted, but it's okay. I got the kids these new Little Sleepies pajamas. Aren't these so cute? So I love Little Sleepies. It's bamboo pajamas and they last forever. I bought Colin some when he was about 6 to 8 months old that he's just now outgrowing. So he's 2.5 years old. So he wore them for about 2 full years, which is just so nice. They wash so well, they wear so well, and this pattern is donuts, as my kids call them. So these are Colin's, the blue donuts, like so stinking cute. And then here's his little top. I'm gonna pop these in the laundry so that they can wear them tonight if they want.
I want to wear them tonight.
You do? So these are Colin's, and then Nora's are matching, but a different colorway. So Nora's have a bit more girly patterns. They have like, it's so cute, like a galaxy donut and a heart one and a little lemon one.
Mommy, show her the unicorn.
Oh, and the unicorn Nora wants me to show you. Look at this.
Look at me. Look at me.
So obviously it's the same, but here's the top. So I'm gonna wash those and grab my book and read for a little while and maybe try to get the kids to take a little rest so that I can also take a little rest. We'll see about that. I did indeed just sit in the chair by the fire and read my book. I'm cradling this like a comfort object. it low-key, high-key is a comfort object. But I did sit there and read. I finished a book and started a new one, and it was for like a couple hours. It was very restful. Now it's 5:30, so I want to start making this broccoli cheddar soup, and I'm first going to start by getting the oven preheated and baking these little mini bread bowls, and then get this soup going. Very excited about this dinner. I have the broccoli cheddar soup recipe, and I started pulling out some of the ingredients, and then I'm gonna find something to watch while I cook. I also noticed that my starter is super active and bubbly. I don't know that this is the peak active. It looks like it may have fallen a little bit, but it is definitely active enough for the janky version of sourdough that I do, which turns out great every time. But I just do not follow all of the rules super well. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up first, because if you know sourdough, then it's the time. It takes more time than any other thing, so if I get it started now, it'll be done, you know, sooner. I'm trying to decide. I usually do 2 loaves, but I might just do 1, since Nora and I are going out of town. I'll ask Riley what he thinks, but I might just do 1 today. The oven's heating up for those bread bowls, and then I'm gonna start getting to work on cutting up some of the things that are going in the soup. It calls for matchstick carrots, and I just went ahead and bought these pre-matchsticked. So that's that. Okay, so here's my little sourdough setup. I have been using this beginner's sourdough bread recipe from Farmhouse on Boone almost every single time. I've experimented with some other ones that are also delicious, but this tends to be my go-to. So if you don't know anything about sourdough, it's just literally flour, water, salt, and starter, which starter is only flour, water, and thyme, basically. Thyme, T-I-M-E, like you let it sit out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix the ingredients together. A lot of people recommend mixing the starter, the flour, and the water, and then letting that sit for 30 minutes or so, which I think is called autolyzing the flour. It just basically means it hydrates the flour, because once you add the salt in, it like doesn't hydrate it as much. We usually use this, I don't know, I thought I ordered more of it. It must have been out of stock. It's called like real salt, and it's like pink and fancy and whatever. I figure I'm gonna put all this time into the bread. It might as well be like high quality ingredients, but they're out, so we're just using like Morton's salt. I do the autolyze process. I think that's autolyse. I actually don't even know. It's something like that. I do that sometimes. Today I'm not going to, because I want to get started on dinner. So I'm just gonna grab my kitchen scale here and then zero it out, and I'm gonna get started. So I'll just speed this part up. All right, dinner is served. Does that not look so delicious? These little bread bowls turned out beautifully, and the broccoli cheddar soup looks amazing. So we're gonna enjoy some of this. I'm so excited. I'm sorry this lighting is so wild. It's like 8 o'clock, so we're just working with the fluorescence in here, nothing else. A great mystery of motherhood to me is that bath time is either the most peaceful, giggly, adorable, fun part of the day, or the most unhinged, wild behavior, stressful part of the day. And sadly, on the day of our Lord of today, whatever date it is, January whatevereth, it is the second one. And I was in there with them, and I came out here and said, Riley, he was cleaning up the kitchen. I said, can we switch? Because I can't be in there anymore. And they seem to have calmed down. Sometimes you just need a fresh parent. Dinner tonight was the best meal that we've had like in a while. It was delicious. It was so delicious. So for the sourdough bread bowls, I just used my normal recipe, and I had 1 loaf make 4 bread bowls. And then the only change I made to this soup is that I took out probably 2 cups of the soup at the very end and pureed it. and then added it back into the soup just to thicken it, and mostly to thicken it. That was the main reason. So there's that. I also want to tell you a couple of exciting plans we have coming up. I just stepped on like a popcorn kernel. That's driving me crazy. We have a Disneyland trip on the books in the next 3 months or so. And we are so excited. We have never been to Disneyland as a family. I have never been to Disneyland ever. My husband, Riley, has been to Disneyland and had a really good time, but he only just went for 1 day. It was probably 14 or 15 years ago. It's been a while. So we are just super excited about it, just to try something different and see where it all began. And I love the idea of it being smaller and easier to navigate with the kids. Just like super excited. So the next thing that we will need to plan for are our meals while we are there. So you'll have to let me know in the comments if you are a Disneyland person, some of your favorite restaurants and favorite meals to eat in Disneyland. Oh, I hear some crying again, so maybe I was wrong that things were they got all together. We will have to probably do mostly quick service, because they can handle maybe one restaurant a day or every other day. So we'll see. But there's a couple of restaurants that I definitely want to try, and we are staying on property. We're going to stay at the Disneyland Hotel. Based on the research I did, I felt like that was the best fit for our family, and I'm really looking forward to its theming, its proximity, just like all of it. So I've been doing a lot of my own research, but I don't want to overdo it because I am really excited to experience something like this for the first time. Very excited about that. So I will definitely be vlogging that. I will do a packing vlog, all of my normal content. I will be sharing updates on the planning process, specifically for my Instagram subscribers. So if you want to subscribe, it's $4.99 a month. I also did daily pictures and videos for my Instagram subscribers of our last trip, like throughout the whole day. And then both trips, like I did last time, this time when we come home, I will compile everything into more pulled together videos to some degree. So we have that coming up here relatively shortly. And then we booked a Disney cruise next year. So that's a little bit further out. We chose next year because we wanted both of our kids to be 3 years old so that they could use the kids clubs. And I think they will love that, and it will be nice to have a couple of hours every day just to ourselves, and I think that'll make for a really balanced vacation.
What's wrong, Dugo?
Okay, anyway. Anyway. Do you want to lean down? Yeah, okay. I've even thought of tacking on a few days at a California beach after our Disneyland trip. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of what's coming up in the first half of this year for us. And we're really excited about it. And then next year doing the cruise, we're really excited about that too. But Disneyland is the closest Disney on the horizon, which is going to be really fun for our family. So that is the story of that. Also, have you guys tried these new white peach liquid IVs? They're sugar-free. They're so delicious. I absolutely love them. They're both mine and Riley's. I don't know. They're both of our favorite flavor of liquid IV right now. We just got some more because we love them. And it's cool that they're sugar-free. So, highly recommend. My code for liquid IV, I believe, is Blair_blogs. And that'll get you a discount. And that's an ongoing promotion. Sometimes they up the discount that you get with that code, but I think it's usually 20% off, which is pretty good. So anyway, we have this sweetheart and the other one, and it's time for bed. Can you tell? We are very sleepy. So I'm gonna go put these little babies to bed. But thank you for, you don't want to go to bed?
want Daddy to do it.
Oh, you want Daddy? I am second fiddle in this family by so much. These kids only want Daddy all the time. But that's okay. You know, phases and stages. I got you. Thank you for coming along on this cozy, wintry Saturday. It has been a very nice day at home. We've had a fire, our fire just burned out. We've had a fire going all day long, delicious food all day long.
Tomorrow.
What, baby?
I will see you tomorrow.
She says, I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Say good night.
Good night.
Say subscribe.
Goodbye.
I just hit 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much. My goal is 75,000 this year, and so we are getting super close. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more, especially upcoming Disneyland content so you don't miss it. Leave a friendly comment below, especially if you're a Disneyland pro, and tell me all the things that I need to know. I can't wait. I am so excited. I do understand. I've had a lot of people on, like I told my Instagram subscribers about this Disneyland trip like last week or something, and I had a lot of people say like, just don't go into it thinking it's Disney World. I really do understand that. Like I've heard that enough and seen enough like Disneyland trip reports and stuff that I understand that you just have to treat them separately, and I'm excited to see something totally new and different, like very excited. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Say see ya. Say thanks for watching.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.